What's going on? Screen thumb. So we're putting in trellis netting today. We've got them staked at the metal T-posts. We've got them staked every 10 feet. And then we've got wooden stakes in the center. Let me spin this around, show you guys what's happening with a better lens. All right, so we're currently setting up for the cucumber trellis here. So beds 30, I think I measured it 37, 38 feet long. So I've installed metal T-post, wooden stake, metal T-post, wooden stake, metal T-post, and I'll put another stake here to just finish off the rest of this. We're gonna have 3 different kinds of cucumbers in here, maybe 4. We're gonna have Market Moors, Boston pickling cukes, National pickling cukes, and I picked up a new kind. I'm not sure, I don't remember their name. I've never grown them before. And we're gonna have them grow here. So the plan currently is we're going to do squash and melon here. We're gonna do potatoes here. We are going to grow cucumbers here, and then this is going to be beans. So everything is based on companion planting. So potatoes go good with cucumbers and squash, and cucumbers go good with potatoes and beans. So, and then over here, we're going to start with tomatoes down this big bed right here. I haven't decided if I'm going to cut all this grass down yet. I'm worried about it going to seed and then casting its seed into my garden beds. But if I have enough straw in here, I should be able to protect the soil from the seed. If not, and I'm wondering if I could plant some pollinator plants down here, because that's where the water line's running. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if we can find it. There. Right? So the water line runs down here. So I can't plant anything there, but I can certainly probably put some pollinator plants. I don't think the property manager here would care. And we're gonna do tomatoes here. That's south, that's east. No, sorry, that's east, that's west, that's south. So this way everything's gonna get plenty of sunshine. We're not gonna really shade anything out. So it's coming along, just giving you a heads up. Here we go, day 3 at the garden. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that sexiness. So that's our tomatoes for the trellis. So on average, my tomatoes are 8 to 12 feet tall. And that trellis netting is about 8 feet to the top. So we've got the tomato trellis and the cucumber trellis behind it. And that's about it for large scale infrastructure. And I have some fencing here that I'm gonna put up. And I'm probably gonna grow cucamelons on that, as long as I can train them to stay on that little fence. Haven't quite figured out where I'm gonna do the cucamelons yet. Yeah, this is the old job site. It's a good thing I brought my step ladder today. As you can tell, high quality step ladder. Almost fell off and broke my freaking neck. So Home Depot 5-gallon buckets, junk. So here we go, we got that one set up, and that's for our cukes. I'm right underneath a flight path. The airport's just over there. So those big bastards fly over about every 2 minutes. You can't even have a conversation when they're flying over. So yeah, so here we go. We're gonna do squashes and melons in here, potatoes, cucumbers, bush beans. Although in here I might do one end bush beans and then one end climbing beans. I'll probably do the bush beans here and the climbing beans down at the other end. This will be tomatoes. Now the dilemma I'm having is I have way more tomatoes than what's gonna fit on this 35-ish feet of trellis netting. So I have a few stakes left. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 7 stakes left, but that's only 7 more plants. But I have another 30 feet of trellis netting. And so now I'm debating on whether I'm going to string up another line for tomatoes. So I'm going to have a think on it. And when I know, you'll know, because I'll film it and you'll know. All right. Okay. So this is where we are. We're going to finish off the day like this. I've got another 15 feet of trellis netting I just installed here. The stakes I've got are not the strongest. They're a little flimsy, but I needed more room for some more tomatoes because the other 40 odd feet of trellis just was not enough. So I've got another 15 feet here. I've got it coiled up here. If I can find some more T-posts or something, I'm going to run it to here, to the beginning of the fence. On this fence, we're going to grow peas and cucamelons right down there. Or I'm going to put cucamelons. I might just actually grow cucamelons on this last panel, because I can do cucumbers all the way down. That's going to make a lot of cucumbers. So I may plant my cucamelons right here. And I'm going to do peas, snow peas, that sort of thing along this fence if I don't put cucamelons across it. And if I don't end up putting another stake here to tie that last bit of trellis netting onto, then I've got a blank space there. That's about, let's figure it out here. That's about 7 feet right here of empty bed space. I could put a couple of zucchini plants right there. That'd probably be a good place for zucchini, because I don't need many. Or even I've got a couple of cabbages. Maybe I'll put a couple of cabbages there. So that leaves 3 more full-size beds. And in those beds, I've got, so these ones here, we have onions to plant, carrots to plant, peppers to plant, random herbs to plant. But the other thing I can do is I can intercrop plants all through here, right? Like if I want, I could plant some dill with the tomatoes or some basil with the tomatoes, and I could run, underneath the tomatoes here, I could just run an entire strip, like a foot wide, of carrots all the way up there, and I can put 16 carrots per square foot. And this is, 37 feet long, so, a couple hundred carrots. We'll see. So the planting continues. So one last video portion for the day. So just to give you guys an idea of where I was when that tornado hit versus where I had to go, you can see my garden plot back there. You can see the trellis netting and stuff. I had to go from there across here in this parking lot, and my work truck was parked right about here, and I went airborne in this sort of patch here, ended up over here. Logan ended up in this crap here, and you can see the damage. Look at it. Telephone pole snapped right over. Jump the ditch. Right? Like I can grab that. That's a comm line. I could grab that. It's, a couple feet from my fist. Look at that, snapped right off. Oh, right down onto the road. That's just crushed that comm line. He was talking to the landowner here, and he says that we won't have water on site for 7 to 10 days because there's no power here, and it's going to take that long for them to get everything back up and running. So that means he also has no pumps. He runs a big greenhouse in a CSA. There's the greenhouse. So he runs a CSA, and he has staff working for him to water these garden beds, and they don't have any pumps because there's no power on site now. So they're having some pretty big issues. I'm not sure how they're going to run things. Maybe he has a generator running his pump. I'm standing right on the side of the road. So, yep, I'd say don't want to go through that one again.